Meow, my beautiful witches, bitches, queers, and weirds. Moon Kitty here. Let's get witchy. Tonight we have the Radiant Crystals Oracle deck from Bouchette Designs. Let's take a look. This was a deck that I picked up on Kickstarter. It was an Oracle deck, and one of the reasons that I picked this particular one up is because my first love when I first was starting to get into magic and witchcraft was crystals. I wanted to have a oracle deck that was crystal based, and this one was beautiful and brilliant. With this deck also came a couple of fun freebies. So first off, it did come with an altar cloth. And again, I'm kind of cautious of how I'm laying it out because I do have an open candle up and running. But you can kind of get the idea of the imagery with the peony flowers and the crystals, the swallows, everything around. And then I thought I would open this up and we can take a look at all of this. So again, comes wrapped in some really pretty tissue. With the logo of the company. Bouchette Design. There was definitely some time and energy that went into making this not only beautiful but packaged nicely. Box, it's not a magnetic box, but it is solid. Radiant crystal cards, a magical companion to all divination work, filling your sacred space with love and joy. Pretty lavender inside. This one doesn't have a box, but it seems like they're going to be pretty self-explanatory. The Radiant Crystal cards are a wonderful companion to everyday crystal work in all forms of divination. I carefully chose the most widely used stones that work with our daily practices and designed the front of the cards to act as an oracle, with the flip side as a beautiful informational tool. The deck is full of inspirational energy, information, and crystal power. Within the deck, you'll find 85 cards total. 80 crystal cards, 1 cover card, and 4 informational cards. On the front of each card is the name of the crystal, the beautiful crystal itself set within an energetic splash of color and keywords to reflect upon. The flip side of each card will illuminate the ways in which we can use each crystal, including the primary chakra, vibrational number, astrological sign, an affirmation, an energy description, and a floral pairing that holds similar energies. I hope you find this deck to be a magical companion to your practice and that it fills your sacred space with love and joy. Really liking that. We have the chakra card. These are the various types of chakras, and I'm not going to try to say them because I know I will butcher them, but it kind of talks about the chakra. So these are the informational cards. Chakras, seed of life. So crystal grid. The altar cloth is a crystal grid. And so this explains how to set up a crystal grid. Those are really cool information cards. And like I said, they're very in-depth and detailed, so I'm not going to read each one right now. But cardstock wise, a little bit thin, but because they are thicker or wider, rather, it doesn't feel like they're super thin. It's got a really soft, very, very soft matte finish to it. So it almost feels like it's going to be sticky, but not. And now we have our different crystals: Amazonite, amber, ametrine, amethyst, angel aura quartz, azurite, adventurine, aquamarine, aqua aura quartz, apatite, angelite, Botswana agate, blue lace agate, blue chalcedony, bloodstone, black tourmaline, black obsidian, banded amethyst. So interesting, there's two different types of amethyst in here. Banded agate, coral, clear quartz, citrine, chrome diopside, charoite, chalcopyrite, chalcopyrite, sorry, celestite, carnelian, howlite, danburite, dumotierite, I'm not familiar with that one, emerald, fluorite, garnet, hematite, Herkimer diamond, jade, kunzite, kyanite, labradorite, lapis lazuli, larimar, lepidolite, magnesitite, malachite, moldavite, mookaite jasper, moonstone, morganite, moss agate, pearl, onyx, opal, opalite, peridot, petrified wood, picture jasper, pink tourmaline, pyrite, red jasper, chodocrosite, chodonite, rose quartz, ruby, rutilated quartz, sapphire, selenite, smoky quartz, snowflake obsidian, sodalite, sunstone, tanzanite, tiger's eye, tourmalated quartz, turquoise, unakite, powderedetite, benitoite, red beryl, grandidiverite, and painite. Wow, that's a lot of, that is a lot of cards, a lot of stones. Some of these I have never heard of. So this is interesting. And like I said, that's the front of all of the cards. For each of these, it has on the front, it has the card. So like, here, let me get one that I know. Turquoise, purification, strength, and wisdom. On the back, turquoise, primary chakra is the throat chakra. It has a vibration number of 1. Astrological sign is Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Pisces. Affirmation, I am at ease and nurtured. The energies, turquoise is a stone of purification and helps dispel negative energy and pollutants when worn. It brings inner calm and helps ease panic and anxiety. It's a stone of friendship and love. It aligns our chakras with soothing energy. The flower is the blue daisy, purity, happiness, and calm. So it really does give really interesting, like I said, there's a flower associated with it. The energies, the affirmations, all of that are in here. And you can see what I mean. This is very, very different than a tarot deck. It won't read like a tarot deck. So you really will need to approach it from a different perspective. But I think something like this will be really helpful in the way that I pull cards, because I pull differently than others, whereas I use a combination of both tarot and oracle, not just straight tarot cards. I can't flip these over to Shuffle ASMR, so let's just kind of fix these around. Let's do a quick read for these and see if my new oracle spread will work as well as I hope it will. And side shuffling does not work for me. Can I get my hands around it? Ooh. My hands are just big enough. They do have a kind of a really pretty lavendery edge, which is kind of nice than just plain white. What is your energetic wisdom? Onyx, protection, strength, and self-control. So the energetic wisdom that you're going to bring is more along the lines of a protection kind of energy. So when I'm pulling cards, I will know that if this comes up as a guide or as a goal, it's going to be more for that aspect of protection, strength, self-control. What are your strengths? Opal, love, loyalty, and peace. That's not a bad strength to have. This will help with that idea of being able to bring out the love in a reading, that sometimes we get so caught up in telling the truth that we forget that there is a way to tell the truth with love, with kindness, and being able to bring it out in a way that's restful, but still gives the guidance itself. What are your limits? Tanzanite, meditation, visualization, and awareness. So this will take you to that limit with those capabilities. What are you going to share? Rhodochrosite, compassion, love, comfort, gentle crystal wisdom. Crystals come from the earth. It's that journey, it's that path. They've been there a long time. Crystals just form over decades and hundreds and thousands of years. They've been around a long time. They're going to be around a long time after us. Being able to have that length of time means you look at things from a different perspective, a slightly slower perspective, but also a calmer perspective, because you can see that things that are crazy, burning bright right now are only flashes of a moment and don't necessarily relate to the entire picture. This idea of being able to bring in compassion, love, comfort, and the awareness that there is something else that's longer and more enduring. How can I best use your guidance? Chalcopyrite, perception, cleansing, self-esteem. These ideas of to be able to help provide perception, provide guidance, provide looking at things in a new way. All of that's going to come out of this crystal deck. Already, I am half in love with this deck. It's so pretty. And again, it has such a silky texture to it. It just feels good. I mean, seriously, I want to just keep petting these cards. It's not that they have like a furry texture to it. They're just so silken smooth. Let's go ahead and flip these over and I'll read what the affirmations are and see how the affirmations relate to each of these questions. What is your energetic wisdom? I find confidence and strength in my life experiences. What are your strengths? I am abundant in love and faith. What are your limits? I am part of and connected to universal wisdom. What are you going to share? When I come from a space of love, I live in abundance. And how can I help you on your guidance? I am connected to the wisdom of the universe. All of that being said, I gotta say, wow. I am really kind of impressed, with how well it read as an intro, because I really was a little bit worried about trying to do an intro read for an oracle deck, but also how it all connects together and how it connects into itself, but also connects into something else bigger. You can bet your bottom dollar that I will be bringing these cards out in my regular practice. Overall, the Radiant Crystal Oracle by Bouchette Design. Their website is up there again, www.bouchettedesign.com. Check them out. I would highly recommend this oracle deck as something that's different than others. It's detailed. It is so detailed. You're going to get a lot of information out of it. And if you are like me and you grew up or you really are connected to stones, having stones in a card form when you can't always carry actual stones with you is a great idea. Thank you so much again for hanging out with me. If you found this interesting, click that subscribe button to follow for more tarot and oracle deck interviews. I try to upload every other week. Thanks. Bye. It wouldn't be one of my streams without some sort of technical difficulty, right?